Okay, coming back in and gonna try to figure out the a Iron Malduke is where we all picking up from last time. He'll just going straight in and see what we can do. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a trek. Like to go back in. And good thing is we thankfully do remember where we're picking up. So it's just going to be a bit of a slog to get back to where we were. Also, that's going to be a bit of a shake. And the problem was having was the eyes and all of that. So that is going to be our hold up. Which did have to take a peek to see exactly what we were gonna need to do. So it's gonna be a hot minute before we get back to the high and heavy aspect. Just gonna take fights, just so we can get whatever we can get. But these levels are pretty damn good. Good. 58, 59 starting out. So let's see what we can do. Ooh. Let's see what we have. So let's see what we have. Okay, need to come over here. Okay. Back to this little thing. Well, people, those feelings on Deku. And they go to Storm on this one, which they feel much the same on as HB and Hillbelt. They love Deku for its consistency, which do feel the exact same on that. But they do continue with like the new entries will let you OP the bosses by grinding, which they're not a fan of. But they're wishing the HD 2D remakes would stop changing. Nothing wrong with it to begin with. Outdated, chill, but not know you play, eh? And they're the most partial to Deku 9 of the law, which is very underrated. But they did do all of 5, 7, or 8. 8. But yeah, they're pretty partial to Deku 9 the most. And next was Deku still number 2 whole series only behind Zelda, which okay. But they started with the Game Boy Color version of Deku 3. Hey, I know what that is. This one's done all of the main lines except 10 because reasons. And a lot of spin-offs, including some Japanese exclusives. Yes. And this was also Pulsar 9, which they've done 3 full plays to it. They have a little ways to go to HBM here, who's done an 7th full place of just Deku 9. I know, hopefully they do something. This one's been new Deku since the first one, but since Deku 5 wasn't released in the US officially. So with this one, they've done at least one entry of most JRPG series, including stuff like Blue Reflection. They have yet to touch the Kurobo series. The Vanilla 5's coupled with the Silo Voltax just never appealed to this one. And they'll still willing to give Deku a shot, which is cool. This one's only played Deku 9. This one loved Deku 11. And this one's not that big on Deku. They only kill full. No, Deku 1, 2, and 11. Now they find Deku and 11 to be 2 of the best titles ever. 2 of the best RPGs. So yay. And this one's Fairy Bill's RPG was OG Deku 1 way back on the NES. This one's never done any Deku, the only old RPGs they've even played is FF10 Skies of Arcadia. Yeah. Okay. And still looking. Yeah, this one, he'll not really Deku. Really? Yeah, this one did 8, then a bit of 11, they just can't do it. Yes, that at least they do get, well, this one is come with the, this one's the Deku, yeah. Now, all the mainline titles all similar. You know? Okay. So, yeah. Okay, now I'll have to be pretty curious on this. Okay, of course, which have mentioned recently about Sony wiping out some shovelware tiles on PSN. Yeah, it's over 1,000 shovelware tiles. Else and all of that. So yeah. Yeah, I do feel like overall, it's more of a good thing that at least Sony is trying to get rid of the shovelware crap. I do feel, of course, can't speak on Nintendo on Xbox though. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, this was looking for some easy TV RPGs that is PS5 exclusive here. You know, by ECTCs referring to custom difficulty options, saves, styles, all of that. Or just by virtue of the dev's intent. Those in, as an example, the Deku 7 reimagined demo. Like the South Park RPG, Stick of Truth, and Fresh of a Whole, or the Archopath, Fells Blue Reflection. And might as well toss in Second Light as well for Blue Reflection. Of course, Chain Echoes, which I haven't touched. Of course, I've mentioned Cosmic Soul Heroine previously. Plus, we all have a checked out, of course, the Edric Trilogy. The Suikoden Remaster, haven't gone to that yet. Hey. Disciples Liberation, don't know that one. Voice of Cold, don't know that. This was missing Disgaea 5 or 7, but hell no to Disgaea 6 specifically. Yeah, took the wrong pipe. And you come over here. Tags all. Man, had the wrong thing with Jack. White person, one thing. Had the guitar and not the grapple. Okay, back here again. Like how Pile holds easy. Maybe it has a lot of grind, but the game mechanics are easy. I get. You see more through everything, including bosses. Yep. Of course, the Neptune Fairy Fist old tiles. Miasma Chronicles, not familiar with that one. Star 5 Royal FF7 Remake, Baldur's Gate 3, FF Pixel Remastered, way that good time. Deku 11, and Doom of Destiny, huh? FF10. Yeah, the first blue effect. Yeah, the first blue reflection taken about 30 hours. So yeah, the first blue reflection is pretty easy, but it's surprisingly pretty good. Good. Of course, once we all have at least heard of, just really haven't looked into it much. I am since you have played a bit of that. And then go back to it. Right? And Chain Echoes have at least looked at. Right? Kimco, well, of course, there was a matter of time before someone was going to mention Kimco. You know, okay, want to lock this in. And so with the Beowulfs, the As Defined series, Revenant Saga, wasn't that big on Revenant Saga, which did finish it. The As Defined series, good. Dragon Single and Prana, both are pretty good. Apotheia Chronicles and Antiquia Lost, yeah. Of course, Guardia 1 and 2, which still have not gone to Guardia 2. I do feel like, of course, Guardia 1 is an old time, do feel like. So lost another Blue Reflection. Tales of Cold Steel. DQ 1 and 2 and 3. All the Marvel Personas have each more difficulty, including Metal Volt, which another bingo. The FF Personal Remasters. Most if not all Trail Styles E33. E. Batasha have it done. Although not level with the Yomi, and that's why I got on that one. For now. Okay, guess gotta be taking this with a grain of salt here. Yeah, just gonna put that back. Okay. Nah. Okay. This one, I get this little unscientific poll gotta take with a grain of salt here. You know, which is it's with this little poll, which first time I've ever even heard this is still some AI, right? Says the aging process is taking its toll on DFF series. He's the majority saying they disagree with the AI. Pretty overwhelmingly, a 77.23% clip. Yeah. Though personally, don't give a rat's ass, really. And at least FF has always been about changing things up and having it be cool though. But at least from a sales aspect, FF hasn't been doing that well lately. Although the crystals have been pretty good though. The fan base are more defiant is what I would say. A personally. Let's start off with some of the usual comments. Fairfield Hill. Like, FF series has been kind of terrible since then. Very long time since FF casual gaming like they did in the 90s. Next is Nintendo copied the open world trend, but actually made a great game with Breath of the Wild. Square copied the open world game. That was FF15. But at the end, it comes out to Square's FF team just not have it anymore. They self-failed and made their DQ11 moment for FF in modern times just a solid, at least 9 out of 10. And I'm gonna put this one back. I was just debating which one was gonna do, so yeah, Joel's mean. They do feel like lately, looking at some of these FF people, like say Kitase, the Nomura, all of those guys are getting up there in years. You'll think at this point in time, think Kitase's about 60-ish. Nomura's in his 50s, so of course Yoshi P's like early 50s. I was thinking about grabbing this one over on the left. This one's gonna feel like they have two pretty damn good points here. They'll say it's not so much the age of the series, it's a combination of A, production values all out of control, and B, they made too many changes to the series. And yeah, which is that because both aspects at one time or another will be big reasons why FF was popular to begin with back in the day. But it goes along great, and this one feels like they changed too much. And honestly, do feel much the same. Some change is good, but you gotta do it in moderation. They'll toss in a filled one, same one, on the series, like the artistry they usually have, in which they'll stretch an argument thin on the artist aspect. Feel like there was more creativity in the past FFs. And this one feels like today's FF survives on spectacle. Might be an issue with the AAA side of the industry specifically, maybe not an issue exclusive to FF. this one takes numerous reasons why FF lost its prestige. A lot of it self-inflicted. But this one feels like a big problem is that you want the series to still be a juggernaut it once was. Back at the PS1 era, many of the top sellers in that era were JRPGs like FF7 and stuff like that. And today's era, not so much anymore. And I'm trying to remember where we go. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where we need to go. Have to think about that for a sec. Okay, need wings. I think may have forgotten. Yeah. Hopefully got the white eye, right? Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, I got the white eye. That's a joke. Okay, well. Okay, now we'll have the... okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, try and find the wings. Wings? Okay, back to this. This one he'll enjoy the more on FF. Okay. Okay, he'll try to fetch the wings. And I do remember from last time it's Wildly Heal. Heal. Heal, and this one. Damn. That put everybody down in single digits. Yeah, that really helped. Just want to see how many magic carrots we had. Okay. Yeah, find the wave. With two phone. I think it's over here, maybe at this one. I'm saying it's not because the IUP is old. They feel like it is the direction shift of the modern FFs. This one feels like FF10 was the last FF that felt like an FF. They can see they try to go back to its roots in Tombs of World Story on FF16. But the gameplay still didn't feel like FF. That's more like an action title. They do mention Uematsu and the soundtrack, and this one feels like FF should make the game feel less like a movie and more like a plot progressive story. I think we made FF7 and it ended up as 3 tiles. One modern high graphic game is equivalent to only 1/3 of the story and actual JRPG. Call that the back to TC. It's coming from the HG process can and will affect the franchise. Nice. Yes, yeah, the fan base will eventually get old. Old. Like with FF. Because the main fan base will get too old, so if you're not attracting new younger players, your series is kind of literally going to nosedive. And eventually fall off, and that has been in one of those big issues with modern FF. Because modern FF really hasn't been bringing in a lot of new players. I mean, FF16 did, but it did come at the expense of some of the old players. We were both there at this one saying the problems I did. There's the wings we need. Yeah, now let's get the hell out. They go the one way. And this one's saying FF's problems I did. FF has lost its way and doesn't know what it is. Every game changes things drastically. It feels like a reset, but instead of building on has momentum, you lose a bunch of players because of its styling transitions, and then have to attract even more new players to make up for it. Still needs to pick a lane in a way and improve. This one feels like if they went back to turn-based with a focus on AAA production values, they will return to their previous heights. They also find success sticking to the amazing combat system developed for Rebuild and the way of versions of that. And yeah, I do feel like that is one of the biggest issues with modern FF. After 10. I mean, yeah, some change is good. 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 But when you keep changing me, like, after, of course, the first 10 mainline FFs will either TB or ATB. And after that, 11's MMO, 12 uses the Gambit, 13's ATB, 14's another MMO, and 15, and in particular 16, and both of them are more action-oriented. They just don't stick with a combat system. And do find that to be a big problem there. And of course, there are people like, hey, with the hyper system with remake and rebuild, stick with that for a bit. Hey. And then a little bit back and forth, and then of course, I was looking at just silly sales, of course. Also, back in 2015, FF had 115 mil on sales. Also, as of 2025, it's like 207 mil, pushing, thinking about 210. Yeah, they don't have the white eye. No, that is not the white eye, unfortunately. Okay, of course. Also, of course, with this one, like people that will for you when OG FF7 came out back in 97, or either aged out of gaming or ditch. And then, of course, a little reaction. Zelda Space was less than 10 mil for every game, released for 30 years, and was Nintendo's second biggest franchise for a long time. The third that could break 10 mil. And the Breath of the Wild went overworld and sold hotcakes. FF was stuck at the low mills, and then Overworld FF15 sold 10 mil. And do you feel like the Overworld alone only partially explains FF15 sales, because those yields upon yields of hype fell, and then of course when FF15 originally launched in 2016, it wasn't finished. Also, FF sales levels confirm there'll be over 80 games or more for releases, not a giant fan base. They said that the reaction polls had a lot to do with console popularity as well. But when FF was popular, Sony had a nil monopoly on gaming, and they didn't develop high-end games themselves. Switch is the best-selling console of its gen, very heavily focused on their own games. And yeah, Nintendo has that marketing aspect, so people can pick up their game sales. Sony's adopted that same model now. Goes back to just taking a little look Another one cover from TC at the Post EX Mill Show. You know, FF has been all over the place. Ace. Neither man. Of course, the FF series management's been all over the place. New heads come to the rotation, try different things ad nauseum. If look at the series Pulse 10-2, which was officially the end of the Golden Era, being the last Railsoft tile. It's been shambles of decision making from the higher ups. And of course, said decisions have led to some great things, as an example, Hill, FF12. But that came out originally in 2006 on the PS2. The remake trilogies are separating. The two of the OG fans getting old. This one here has a light FF system, also the only one that felt like classic FF to this also was World FFF. People complain about the chibi old style, thought the game was leaps and bounds better than any of the mainline tiles, which they'll not carry the online stuff, so they'll not carry 11 or 14 though. Well, Zelda, they will argue sales twice, but they don't care for Breath of the Wild and no interest in Tales of the Kingdom. Echoes of Wisdom to this fossils far more interesting about Zelda than either of those two, but would never get the attention. And for the last bit here, for now, while the decision, and again coming from TC here, while the decision to jump off the open world bandwagon was due to popularity amongst this era, and the genius of the decision was that actually it was entirely in keeping with the OG vision of Mia Moyle, while the genesis of the series itself was the first ever time. And that's referring to Zelda. Breath of the Wild uses a lot of concepts from the first iteration, very much mirrors may have in the old one. Yeah, do remember the OG Zelda was kinda open world. And that's all the way back in 1986 here. Maybe this due to the fact that Nintendo were willing for the successor that was the Wii U. They said development period to make the Switch release. At the past extra effort to show the quality level that was quite faithfully out of this world. Really can't say if any of Square Enix efforts to show a shift. With the remake trilogy being separated from the main, this should make it high ups all over the place. Of course, FF's core base is getting up though, but the new players they do gain, they lose as many if not more because of the cost that pits are around. That's why they touch on with FF16, which did bring in some younger players, which is good. But at the same time, have some of the old heads like, we don't like this. This. So let's try this eye. It's another dud. This was the hold-up from last time. And that should try the time all 3-on-3 TV combat, no ATV, no timed hits, no actual RPG crap, just to play old school RPG. And talking about AI now, those are foremost who cares why AI says FF problem is why is FF now? Now this one hasn't played or liked the game since FF9, and even going back to it, they can't sad due to how fucking slow everything is. And so yeah, twin chasing, yeah. And that's what the spin-off games so far. Now your mainline, losing a day, you become a jolt. This one's been gaming for 4 years and FF2. This one, 2025 is a complete jolt. While this one might not like 8, 9, and 10 at least, well actually might even go try them now. New FF comes out, could even tell you what level we're at. Alright. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it does suck. So yeah, back to the eye grind. Have to find well the hell is this eye we do actually need. Okay, let's try this again here. Okay. And at least I do have to remember well did. Okay. Oh, wait, he'll see what we can put this eye up. Yep, done with the left side. Wait, let's go over here. He'll put this eye back up. Guess there was a new Wound Factory trophy list. And now looking back into the Shovelwell stuff again. Okay, now we need to come over here, put this SOB back. Okay, yeah, this has been a royal pain in the ass trying to find the white eye so we can advance here. You know, seeing all this. Yes. Those people just pop off. It's about time. They'll get rid of the Shovelwell piles. These 4 games off the deal cheap to sell with, and barely a month went by when most of them were on sale for less than $1. or an oval, depending on where you're at. And with the shovel wheels, usually $5 or less. Yes. Yes, and all that. This one heals. They've never really cared about the PSN Leopold. But doesn't this make it even more worthless? Thousands of plants that people at the top most likely have always gotten that new users can't get. Just playing real games is a viable method to compete on the top. Do get that. Alright, and oh wait, let's try this. Okay, now we got that one. Oh, this one. Let's go with that one. Yeah, tell yourself like the jumping series. Whole bunch of dumb tiles, honestly. I also have to point out that they found these trophies because in some cases they'll call games of dubious quality. Always have them, but at least you have to play them. Although, Venus, you can get in seconds. And, yeah. And it just shows, you know what I mean? He just... Let's see. He... He wants to find some way to get this filled up, yo. You know? Here we go, finally. He... yeah, I mean, that's not showing up. Yep. But once such a case with the jumping series getting removed off the PSN store and can't come out on Nintendo or Xbox, so yeah. With the jumping tiles, it takes literally minutes. It's and all of that. Okay, let's go back in. Okay. Okay. It just shows there's like 6 to 8 stacks of these shovel wheel tiles, and each one takes like literally minutes. what's the point? Like, in all honesty, he'll, like, why? And she'll just can't. Every time we put an eye up, it's not the right one. On. Oh yeah, didn't forget about the anything on the way to Sodom. Didn't forget about that. Wipe out the remedy. That's what we need. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I did forget about the scan. And so let's get back on it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a fine line. Shufflewell has nothing to do with how much time and effort it takes to play a game. It's how much time and effort went into making the game, though. Okay, what over here do you think? Okay. And yeah, with the flash, the red means it's a fake. If it flashes blue, it's the real eye. Oh, they lose Jack, though. That is kinda not good. But CC with an 80 ball. Okay, Bill's Rui with a birthday. Okay. Okay, we do got carrots. Bam, bam, bam. Easy fix right there. But this one heals using himself as an example. While there was some overlap between people who used to be at the top, at the current top of Cal Shufflewell has been extremely impactful at the site. I think labels will be shaken up because of all the accounts have hundreds of these Shufflewell tiles. And well, this was using themselves as an example, which when they look at their own country rate, which personally don't care that much about rates, they said they use their country rank. At that specific ranking speech, they could tell maybe 3 of the 50 accounts on that page alone with Shufflewell because of the high number of golds they have in comparison to this particular one. And they do think that people really underestimate what even 10 plots does for someone, let alone hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Yeah, it does make a big difference. This one feels like maybe could go a little cleaner. Yeah, be nice to get rid of all these nice zero effort hit X 100 times core games. I do feel like there was a bit of a fine line between easier tiles and the shovel well. I do feel. Yeah. I mean, it's someone else. I definitely get where this one's coming from. That's an example. I mean, and this one has over twice as many golds as silvers. I see with these jumping tiles, like jumping noodles, jumping nuggets, jumping pasta. I mean, really? Okay. Okay. I personally won't bother with them. Okay, and oh wait. I think let's go the right way. Okay. I guess that's a something they could do. Let's just take a look. Okay, yeah, I mean, jumping gingerbread, turbo, tofu, jumping brownie, all of this is garbage. And all of that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's basically a what's up. Okay, yeah, high with 5 on Jack. Act. I can take a little dive into the HBM stick, yeah. Have no real You don't kneel any shovel well, something just will straight refuse to touch. Honestly. Yeah, let's keep trying to find this damn eye heel. Okay, now just gonna swing back to the other side again. And I'll just have to finagle this a bit. Okay, and flip over heel. Okay, everyone's doing pretty good. And then, yeah, with the shovel whale tiles, we looking at 99.x%, which is basically everyone. Like, why? I So I'm gonna be swinging back to the other side here. Let's see. Okay. Hey. Yeah, grab the ball. Oh, wait. Alright, now, with what? Look at Hill just with the HBM plat catalog. I'm gonna be with this physical tachyon project, which started on the PS4. Oh, wait. Let me grab one of these, yeah. And this physical tachyon project on the PS4, which is the physical ones specifically. And then with the physical and digital version tachyon project, the digital one is just 100% tile, while the physical has the plat. But no one gets done both. And it's pretty damn quick. Can this physical tachyon project plat is at nearly 79% on the plat. And it's only going to take you a few L-stills. Not much of a story. Right? It's one of those quick, show off your brain and kind of tiles, really. And that can be okay too at times. But then you do have some high very percentage plats like the Pixel remasters FF3 had the platform FF3 POs nearly 72% at this point in time. FF1 71.5%. Astral Bots over 68%. The FF2 PO plats over 67. The FF4 PO plats 65+%. I know FF5's a little low at nearly 57.5%. FF6 PO's like 40%. Once again, find it real quick. X. Wait. The FF6 PO plat is 41%. Where are we? And yeah, see no issue with some people doing some ECO tiles. I do find like there is a difference between ECO tiles, like say the FF Exo remasters. Also, well, you do get some value. Against Shuffle, well, yeah. My name is Mail. Why? All you do is just hit a mail, Joel. Really? That ain't a game that Shovel well. And like the Tachyon project, there was something of value, even though there's not a lot, it's still something. Well, no, Blue Reflection was mentioned. Yeah, Blue Reflection, the first one has a 31% plat rate and happened to have that plat, and it took HBM Hill a little on 3 months to get it. This is what's been the hold-up here. It just can't find the white damn eyes here. You know, and all of that. Okay. Oh man, yeah, it went a long while. Okay. Yeah, that's the shtick there on the shovel well stuff. Alright, now let's get back to the other side. I forgot it was on the left, not the right. So let's see. Okay, this new factory live trophy list of Scullions of Asuma. Okay. Okay, there was also Tides of Destiny and Root Factory 4, which have not done any of those. Those. Yeah, I have done the majority of the As Defined stuff. I've done As Defined Saga, As Defined Tomoa, both As Defined Halts, As Defined Minutes, As Defined Deals, and As Defined Cross is the one I have not done. Out of that little typical series. I'm trying to piece this together. Okay, maybe this is the real one. On. Okay, now back to this again. Okay, let's check this bad boy. Only once we get there. But yeah, still want to check this side. Yeah, should definitely get on more Octopath field. That would be kind of a good idea. Yeah, to do at some point. But still never technically finished Octopath Traveler 2. Got to the final boss, but couldn't take him out. That's the problem. All 4 eyes still are flashing red, which means all of them are no good, which is why we have not been able to advance heal. Okay, just gonna swing. And then kill some more of the other stuff, which have at least looked at like Full Metal Skullgirl looks way interesting. Ink. Feels early. Yeah, it is a shoe of all things. It's not something you think would be interesting, but will make well exceptions. It's, since it just haven't gotten the copy yet. Oh yeah, now do remember what we were doing. Gotta put this one back in. And okay. And in relation to this eye heal, okay. And just doing okay. It seems like we have the white wow finally. Maybe once we get a moment. So seems like I finally figured out the wow hill to find the white eye hill. And we'll get there when we get there. Well, at the stone tablet room hill, which will be this. Okay, think have this. Okay, that's white. Number one, this will be white. Second time, we gotta go white 3 times here. Preemptive strike. And it's free XP on mine, so might as well take this bad boy. Oi. Point. Okay. It's not much experience, but we'll take it. Okay, now I need to come over here. Okay, think this is. I think that might be the white eye finally. A Sue. Yeah, that was a pretty nice counter attack. Jack said, nope. Okay, this guy should be going down. Yeah, that's... Nope, Jack didn't do it. Ruby did. Okay, please do think have the white eye now. And also, I gotta go back to the detector. Is where we're gonna be going. Just to double check things. Is when we get there. And then have all these chumps getting in our way, heal. Heal. Let's see what I can find. Right? Okay, seems like okay. I guess another one is M75. Oh yeah, we are the YI now. Okay, now we can officially get out of this area. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Hey. Yeah, of course, back to the FF shtick from earlier. You know about the aging process of FF. And through possible explanations, one series has to have a primary mascot. Alright. Well, might be the face of the franchise for a lot of people. But him only being in a few games doesn't help. So each new game has to establish a new lead along with supporting characters, keeps the series fresh, which it does, which do find that to be a good thing. But does help brand awareness. To a whole switch to real-time combat probably alienated a portion of the fan base, as games like Deku 11 and E33 show they'll sell a lot of demand for turn-based. Which, yes. 3. Open world design was probably not needed for FF, but she gets retail a lot of blood satisfying that Mario creates something like a strong type network. 4, which this is just this one's take, based on just the demo, but FF16 leaned way too hold in the West RPG territory to the point where it just lost us a day, gave up a very generic Dark Fantasy 5. 5 is no more Uematsu, and that's more of the full soul stake. But go back to the First Fault does have a primary mascot, probably the closest thing to a mascot FF has is either the Moodles or the Chocobles, as though in most every mainline FF and some of the spin-offs. So that will be a possibility, Ethel. I don't like how Deku has the slime. I'm as an example. There we go, open sesame. Now we can finally proceed. Okay. Hey, Magic Killer Pell. Well. Okay. Okay. Okay, seems like we've finally been able to get somewhere, which is pretty good. to say the very least. Least. Now we can go after this last golem. Not that 12k experience, 5k pay money, and another magic killer, so let's go down here. 2. Okay. Okay. Hey, well, we got heal and then not seeing anything yet. Okay, now the Cyclops, dude. Let's see what we got when we keep going down. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay, let's see over here. Okay. Got some pipes. Okay, not that much. Okay, now let's see. Another Cyclops, dude. Okay. Okay. Hold up. That's kinda not good. Don't want to put up a 5 item, so just gonna have CC bring back Ruby. That's kinda not good. Good. White. Okay, now let's take this dude out. Wanted Ruby to get a piece of all that action. Okay, can I go? Okay. Oh man, don't forget a heal. You know, we have ourselves another little, Golem we gotta take out, and did kind of forget a heal, so this is gonna be a little dicey. Yeah, just gonna use one slow down. Yeah, that did hurt a bit. But yeah, we got this, though. And now we should be going. We really need the heals. And yeah, they kind of forget a heal. You know, that would have built. Okay, we're not gonna be making any progress though, so that's not gonna help. Okay, really want to get CC up on one. Like, use Jack to assist on the healing a bit. Since we do tell more about survivability. Okay, we got some almost down, so we'll just have Jack heal himself up. Nope, and just high shield to counteract it. That'll counteract the almost down a bit. Okay, well, looking pretty good heal. Heal. Okay, we should be good on healing for now, so now it's time to drop a nuke from CC heal. You know, since the rocket launch will soon about 2-3K roughly, and I do think this is oh yeah, that was almost 99.99. Bow shot rocket launch on. Okay, just to get a little heal up. Now sign for a crit from Jack heal. We'll take 5K, hey? And now Rui's gonna drop his nuke off. Oh, only going free. That was our last goal. And it was a 99.99 hit. And that's what I really wanted to do last time, but we couldn't advance. Bullshit. Always pretty handy. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Yeah, let's head back. Wait. I'm just gonna feel like I'm gonna be in back out as we do have the okay, so looking at okay. Now feel like backing out now. Now. Okay, our level, so 62, 63, so we did get a little beefier. Our timeout then, so just gonna head out. And just feel like running around a bit at this point. Yeah, I think this was the wacky guy did what? Hell yeah. Bam. I just wanna um okay. I think it's like Saints and Will. You think? I think this was the place. Yeah, Saints and Hill. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. White Hill. Bam. Let's crash. Okay. And before we really get going, here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do you want to build a clip? Bam. Definitely want to save this up real quick. Gonna try Z again. And okay. Okay, like that full Libra. Okay. There we go. We like this in just to make sure. Okay. Hey, now we need to talk to this blind girl over here. Oh yeah, don't forget about fights. Okay, we have gone to levels. Okay. Hey, well, let's see how we could do. Yeah, there was good reason why you put that full Libra on Cece. And, yeah, try to take a little pocket instead. Just test the warm-ups here. He'll sue. And of course, Randy Savage, this guy is not. Okay, really need to slow him down. And yeah, you have to try to shave off 55,000. Have to try to shave off 55,000 health heal. And also, maybe a second slowdown should be enough. Okay, seems like we're fast enough now. Not guaranteed. And that's why I got this second slowdown. So we could go. Okay, now we should be good. Okay, what state? Pretty sure CC has it. Okay, what state? Hey. And we're doing decent damage. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Let's get a heal up. Up. And hopefully we can take him out. Out. Let's see what Zed does. So far, he's not using his big move so far. Not the status attack hit. So that would kinda not be good. Okay. Okay. Just a little Bolshevik missing will be good enough. Like about 1,000 health will be playing, which really doesn't need the full 1,000 though. Oh yeah, this is the big move. Okay, that is okay. No status effects planted, which is ideal, and that's why CC has that full lever on, so she can block. All the status is the full lever hill in Wild Homes is like the ribbon in FF. F. Okay, that will get everybody up. Got a crash. Crash. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Bad. Sonic Fishing. Okay. Hey. This is gonna be some big boy damage shield. 5K, 49.87 for Jack. This will be close to, if not 99.99 for Ruby. 99.93. Okay, everyone, still doing pretty good on health heal, so that is pretty good to see. And CC will just drop full nuke. And not sure if this will be enough. And a lot of 2 still. 22-22. 23-27. Let's see if Sephiroth can finish it, heal. And maybe. And so let's see what we can do. Will this be enough? 96-13, it was enough. Wait a minute, give me a chance to explain. Zed's dead, man. Another ones. Hell yeah. Louis gets a level 2 Brigo. Hell yeah, man. Just listen, not gonna one. Was an accident with the gate generator. Was got in and ended up here this town. Didn't know what was happening. There were monsters everywhere. Saw this woman. Oh, okay. That's a translation. Should be to keep quiet, not keep quiet. Coming quiet. Okay, now happen to be curious. Yes, that is a translation. Oof. I found out that she was blind. First time in my life felt complete. She was the first person that treated me normally. That's cool. Felt kind of nice. So, yeah, decided to say, help out around the house. Why you might tell her who I was, that's why he said attack. Yeah, he's a demon, go ahead and kill me. Jack's like, no way, you should talk a lot for a demon. All I need's one shot. Hey now, you're a lot meal than you look, man. It was like, stop! Really? Police said don't want to die. He's discovered a life other than one for fighting. That's pretty good. Maybe let him stay here in town. Maybe he can help the blind. Ah, sure. Yeah, it's really all nice folks, are you? Well, again, going and protect this girl with my life. We shall meet again, my friends, said the deviant. Sure about this, man? Just have to wait and see. Hell yeah, that's an optional boss down. So that's pretty okay if you ask us. That takes care of Caesar too now. Also, back to Aldehyde. Okay. Yep. Okay, now this is where we need it. Yeah, here we go. Let's look for Aldehyde here. White. Now we can load up on Ruby's stuff. Not like we'll hurt for money. What's $30 when we have 530,000 speckaroos? Okay. Okay, that is a little action done. Could head back to the abyss for a bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there'll still be a arena that we could do. So let's see, we need a temple real quick. And all that would be it. Yep, here we go. Here's a temple. Just couldn't land. There we go, and get it. Now it's back to Rudy Player with Power. Well, so yeah, gonna be in. This could. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. To equip this dude, bring on full, Jack. And then let's see, trying to get back to the abyss is where we're going. Since I'm thinking about it, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. 20-point jump on attack, but Willow Jack's like the best two ones. Else? Okay. Hey, here we go. Oh, now we're going to the abyss now. Okay. Okay, hopefully can remember this. Since it's been a stack since we've been here in the abyss. And we're pretty good on levels and all. Okay. You know, gonna be a little OP. Blue circle, like, okay, these are not the guys we want to steal from. And all of that. And then let's see. See what we got. Okay. Okay, so we have taken out all the golems, which is the Ollie Golem 3, which is 3 old golems from the demonic influence. We've taken out Zed, and we still need to take out the Ancient Arena, take out Boomerang Flash, Ongo Bola, and Wagu Wagula, who's healing in the Abyss, which is our current location. But not planning on taking out Wagu Wagula. Okay, let's see how well we can remember this. Okay, just take out this dude. And it was like the turtle dudes that have the Avulsions, which is a full poly heal. You know, pretty good stuff. But at this point, we really don't need levels, really. Just gonna keep hacking away. Okay. Until this dude goes down, which bye-bye, sucker. Riku's the Master Killers. That's pretty okay if you ask us. Wait, that's the... Okay, went to the treasure room. Okay, let's see. Hey, let's keep going with the other way. Okay? Hey, 2 of these dudes. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, we got heal. Okay, that is kind of not good. It's a good thing CC can't be affected by Stats. It's not like we're really getting anything. Okay, holy. Oh, it's the light troops. Bad pilot wolves for Jack and. Okay. Okay, let's get some heals. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, come all the way over to the other side. Okay, the Giga Frost and Flame, dude, so just gonna bonk these guys. This is not gonna be bad. Bad? Okay, getting a little frosty. Not gonna worry about this too much. Go high freeze, huh? Okay, that's not really hurting us that much. Let's see what light I spoke. I'll try it. Okay, that did do real good. Really? That didn't do that much damage, honestly. Okay, this should take out at least the Frost dude, hopefully. And let's see what we'll look at. Okay. Yeah, took out the Frost guy. Alright. That's not gonna do that much, honestly. And yeah. The plan is to try to check out those Washonoid guys, see if we can yoink a more frog bashes. Once we can get them. Okay. Hey. Hey. Huh? Moving on. Oh yeah, these dudes. These have the bullshit. So let's try to yoink some. There we go. We do like that. Time for some cooties. And no one gets it, thankfully. So this is just the usual ground and pound until this guy kicks the bucket. And finally... this will take a minute though. Until we can get this dude out. So let's see. Wagyu is of course not on the menu. I guess could take a look at how Sonic Vision. This'll take him out full show. Well, Sonic Vision does not, so hopefully, don't remember if Sephiroth hits this guy or not. So let's see. E 9999. Another one bullshit. Okay, yeah, that was not the way. Okay, did not take the right tone. Yes, can't get over Bell. Okay. Okay. Let's see what High Blast does to these guys. That did okay, about 1,300-ish. They may like this little thread. Although any good guys in gaming think that you want to see go bad. Such an example is like with this one. Well, this one also would be cool if Ellis did a Mass Effect 3 Kamal Shuffle, move a duck head and shove out Gigantic Soul through Sephiroth. Well, that would be interesting. I do like this one. Taking Astrobot. Seeing the little Astrobot destroy the world. This one's taken in OG Resident Evil 1. Chris is the bad guy and Rescue's the good guy. Aye. Same with PS5 stuff. Something that would be pretty interesting here. Say on this thread. And it'll be like what if Mario helps Bowser? Well, Mario's the bad guy. Or Bowser becomes a good guy. Something like that and all. Pretty interesting. We have destroyed, and I don't feel like fighting. Ian. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be for fun. Hey, water noise, where are you guys? Nice. Hmm. Okay. And now this is just an interesting little thing. Well, you do some more fills on and some more thoughts. Thoughts is like with take Pac-Man. And well, instead of being Pac-Man, you play as one of the goals. I gotta add a little extra spice instead with the full goals. Each one could have their own specialty, like strong but slow, fast, stuff like that. Alright. Alright. Another one. On this, well, with Sonic, like, you play as Eggman slash Robotnik. Okay. You gotta be a real delicate. There we go. There we go. On to our destination. Okay, well, right there also will. Okay, a preemptive. Thanks a bunch. See Leo. It's awful not flying too much. Much, really. Well, not doing the fight. He'll just trying to find some water noise. Another preemptive with a logo. All one of those students. I guess another one we could think of is going old school with Breath of Fire. Well, instead of having Ryu and Game take out Zog, your party will be like Golda. Of course, the party will be led by Jade. Aid and all of that. Yeah, would be pretty interesting with some thoughts. Thoughts? So what would be interesting is that could play as a bad girl Princess Peach. Well, Peach is a villain. And all of that. Yeah, I mean, it's just good stuff to think about. Like, that should be enough. Yeah, 8415 is definitely enough. No bullshit drop. We don't have a lot of angles, no, but that will be enough. So let's see if we can find some water noise. And it is a pain in the ass to seal those frog bash. It is just for one. And then it heals our water noise, so it's all up to Jack. We already have one on Fort Bash. We can use two more. Which is why Louie and Cece are not attacking these guys. It's all up to Jack. That will be the point, is to try to steal Fort Bashes. It has to be stolen. These guys do not drop them. CC will do the heals when need be. So let's see. These guys, for one, don't show up that often. And two, it's a bitch to just even steal these Forge Bashes. But thankfully, you only need Atmos 3. Let's see. Yes, the usual no dice. Nice. Not a bell to root. Okay, hopefully this won't happen sooner or later. As what do means that, okay, no double attack yet. Okay, just one trail to CC. There's another Fork Bash. That's two of them now. We need one more. But there is very good reason. And because it's the logging what Gula has this volcanic bomb, which is going to do over 6,000 damage. So that's basically a guaranteed one shot. But to get around that, though, that's why we're trying to get these He's Forkbacks. Hey, we do have 3 of them. So hell yeah, don't have to do that anymore. Also, hell yeah. Yeah, we could find him if did fight like did feel like it. So we'll just gonna mostly already all the okay. Hey. Mm-hmm. That you get Boomerang Flash to show up. Oh, okay, need the Sable Fang, which is somewhat in this mess. And else the Sable Fang. That is only one of the things you will need. And as well as having the Sable Fang, you also have to clear all 4 rounds of the arena. The all 4 rounds of the arena, you have to do at least 1 full clear. You know. And then of course, Ongo Mo is also related to the arena. But you're gonna need 5 duplicates and yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, now we got our shippy ship again. White. Yeah, I think this might be a good idea to save just in case. So let's get a safety save here. Gonna be hunting for some duplicates. Is what we could use. Isabel, save it just in case. Ace. Okay, now just gonna okay, any one of these 3 islands will suffice. Don't care which one. So gonna be hunting those suits with the real name. Yeah, definitely should have healed. That would have kind of helped. Well, KCC won't get it off. Oh yeah, she will get it off. Okay. Hey, this shouldn't do much damage, don't think. Yeah, I won't do much damage. Why, it does exactly 0. Our defense is too high. Okay. It won't be these guys. Okay. Also very yippy. Hey, that's not really much. Yeah, get a little extra heal actually going just in case. So let's keep looking in. Yeah, the automatons, these were the guys we were looking for. You know, we could use a few duplicators if we can manage to snag them. Yeah, taking these guys pretty serious. Yeah, so these guys can hurt us. Okay, let's just start going ham somewhat. Okay, still no dice on the duplicator so far at least. Rocket launcher doing 3K. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Okay, lost Rudy for the time being. Gonna keep trying to steal. You know, but that will be just A-okay though. For now, at least. Doing experimentation. Okay, our geishas aren't really moving. Okay, just have CC swing. Okay. Will we hit for a change? I'll lose CC's nice health. Keep trying. Okay, and don't think Sephiroth's gonna do anything to these guys. Don't think. That's why I'm doing the low level one, just to see if this does anything or not. Let's see. Yeah, that did something though. Yeah, they keep messing with Ruby, unfortunately, which is not very fun. Ruby somehow landing a few hits, though. That does nothing to CC. Okay, now it's time to bust out the big boy hit. Both of the guys managed to land hits. So let's see. That should take out the one on the white. Okay, there goes that one. That will be fine with us. Okay, gonna do a double Trickstone heal. Double the joy. first one was unsuccessful. This one will probably, yep, will be unsuccessful as well. And also, yeah, it's just been no dice on this. Kinda sucks. But it can't be helped. Well, YMK, no duplicates. Fine. 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 Well, not sure how much longer this guy's gonna be up. Could be the last tricks to attempt. And it's no dice if it is. Oh, well, at least we're gonna get some nice XP and money, which we don't need the money. Money. That was 6,900 damage. But it still wasn't enough to take him out, though. Maybe this one? Nope. Okay, just can't get any of the duplicates, sadly. This is just not him. Okay, just want to check on health, just to make sure. This is, oh yeah, that's right. Louis, oh well, he went down anyway. Well, okay. Okay, fellas, I ain't dope. So, yeah, I mean, at least there has been a bit of progress. Oh, oops, did not mean to lag. And then, so back to our old hide. And it'll be it. Once we take care of business. This and so on. Yeah, need to talk to Miss Nunn, ladies. So let's see what we got. That'll take care of Rudy. And don't think it's any of Rudy's owns. Don't think. Oh yeah, just one. Okay, and let's crash. We got over 600,000 bucks, which we really don't got the money to use it besides upgrading Rudy's stuff. But regardless, it's finally a bit of progress in Molduke. Got our last golem, we took out Zed. Get some levels, which is always good. Good, and we'll get back to this on like the next episode of Wild Homes, and this will be a wrap.